Hey Faith family, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Ja, and today I'm taking you through what it's like traveling solo as a dad with a toddler. Our toddler, Sion, from Jamaica to the UK to Canada and finally back home here in Trinidad and Tobago.
JP, woo, better wake up.
Now I've done this trip 3 times and I'm going to break it all down for you. What went right, what could have been better, and what you need to know if you're planning a similar journey with kids. My first trip with a toddler was when I traveled to the UK on Virgin Atlantic. San was just 2 years old and honestly, this was a dream flight. We had a direct overnight flight, got a window seat, but we got good service, we got world-class service. We felt seen, cared for. The crew was kind, patient, attentive, and San, he was just curious, well-behaved, and made the whole journey smooth. It wasn't really that hard traveling to the UK with him for the first time. Before I went, I really thought it would have been a lot of pressure. I really thought that it would have been difficult because of all the suitcases that I had and just him being uneasy on the plane, no mama, and he was just so calm and he was friendly with everybody loved him, and he wasn't crying down and screaming like he normally do when he's home. So that was a very good trip, that first trip, and they treated us really well, world-class treatment, food, window seat. It was really good. That first trip really set the bar high for me. Now the next trip, that was UK to Canada. It was with WestJet. A bit more average, no window seat. The lady that actually got that seat, I was asking her to give my son the window, but she didn't want to. She didn't even pay me any mind or pay us any mind, even though Sion was asking for the window. But the airline gave us some nice cute children bag, goodie bags with snack and headphones, and he used the headphones to watch a nice movie, so that kind of kept him on the plane, which helped us to pass the time. Enjoying yourself? You miss mama? Yeah. You miss baby? Yeah. What is that? Yes or no? Yes. Yes? Yes. My first trip was better than the second trip. Coming into Canada was a bit rough for me with the immigration officers. They were very rough. They shouted at me. When I was coming in with my suitcase, I couldn't hold my son. I had him pushing one while I carried the rest on a trolley. He was running all about the place. I was calling him to come son, come. He was just running wild, and I was just about to reach the immigration officers to give them my documents before I can enter Canada, and they were very rough. They were like, get your son, go get your son. And it was both of them. One of them could have go and get him for me, but they were really rough, and that was an experience that I won't forget. And I felt really interrogated. They put me to sit down for about half an hour, and I really started to get fussy, but I just calm myself and wait, because I say, even though I'm getting bothered and I'm getting irritated by the wait, because what happened is that they asked me where I'm going, and I tell them I'm going for vacation, and they said, you can't be going for vacation with all of this luggage. So putting me to sit down, and that playing on my mind is like, a part of me want to get upset and be like, why you have me waiting here so long? But I was just trying to remain calm and saying to myself, you know what, behaving fussy or behaving angrily or creating a scene would not help me. it would not help me. I even started to get so fussy that my voice kind of raised towards my son because he was just running, and I was like, come here. So I was trying to juggle my feelings with him and the officers who was very rough with me. So I just had to remain calm just for things to really work out for me. I sit there, I pray to God that it work out so they don't have to send me back home, and actually it wasn't even back home I would have been going because it's UK I came from. So I just had to remain calm and until someone called me up, and he was very calm. He asked me questions and he was very polite, and he just stamped my passport and sent me through. It wasn't no rough treatment like the first officers that I met earlier on. The third trip now, Canada to Trinidad and Tobago, that was with Caribbean Airline. Now, this was our best flight. Where are we going?
To Trinidad
And?
Tobago.
Yes.
Everything.
Thank you. So we are here.
We'll go to Trinidad.
We got a straight flight, window seat, an upgrade at no additional cost. The cabin crew was warm and thoughtful. Guys, I'm finally leaving Canada. What a journey. I'm finally going back to TNT after 4 years and some months. Yeah, we are going back. Who are we? Faith family. We felt relaxed, and for once I didn't feel like I had to do it all on my own. What I love about this flight was the food. The food was good. My son loved it, I loved it. We got water, juice, and my son was really entertained. Son was really entertained. He enjoyed this trip.
To Trinidad.
Yay, Trinidad and Tobago. And I believe because he's older now and he's understanding what is happening than when he was 2 years old. This time he's 4. So coming here to Trinidad and Tobago at 4 years old, he's more aware of what's happening and more excited, and I feel good to know that my son is enjoying these trips and it's not a burden on me, traveling as a solo dad. My son was able to rest, get a nice long sleep, because it was a long trip, long trip. But I feel really good as a parent, really good. This one felt like a proper homecoming, but when I landed I was culture shocked. But even before I landed, I realized that Trinidad and Tobago have not upgraded. They still use immigration forms. Listen, how I traveled to the UK, no immigration form. I traveled to Canada, no immigration form. Let me get the immigration form and show you. So this is the form, guys, that I still had to fill out for me and my son. Why? When I travel to the UK, I don't have to do that. Everything is online. When I travel to Canada, I don't have to do this. Why are we still doing this? I didn't even have a pen, so the person that was sitting next to me, I had to borrow his pen to fill out this form. We need to done with this now. It's time enough, So that shocked me when I came back, because I have been away for 4 years and haven't seen this in 4 years. So seeing that is like, wait, this still exists? My goodness. Another thing is, now I landed, right? So we have landed safely in Trinidad. Yes, we did it. This is the next thing that shocked me. Those trolleys, I have Well, you know by now the other two countries that I've traveled to, Canada and UK, and I have never paid for a trolley to carry my luggages. Never paid for it. When you reach, there will be someone there with the trolley to carry your luggage to your taxi or whoever is going to pick you up. When I reach TNT, I have to pay for my luggages. One US luggage, I had 5 luggages, so I had to pay, which is about 5 US is about 30 or more, a little more TTs, about call it 40 TT I had to pay for my luggages. Listen, I was shocked when I realized that I had to pay for those trolleys when I've been traveling all the time without paying for it. That's another thing. Why we have to pay for a trolley? Why we have to pay? Is it that someone is going to steal them? How can I steal them with all the suitcases that I have? Because in the UK and in Canada, as you reach out, you just put yourself on a trolley or someone helps you with a trolley. But most of the time, there will just be trolleys available and you just take it, carry out your luggage and bring back the trolley when you already offload your stuff. But in TNT, there is someone there waiting for you to, and this is what shocked me. When I saw that someone was there with a trolley, I was thinking, okay, they're gonna help me, not knowing that I would have to pay them. So that's the second thing that shocked me coming back here. The third thing is there's no card to pay with. They have to pay cash, so you have to find cash to pay for your trolleys to be carried out. You know, so just imagine my surprise, because I've been in the UK using card all the time. It's just card, no cash. I mean, a few times cash, but barely. So coming back here and having to use cash was just another thing that really surprised me. Really not just using cash now, but having cash as the only option was kind of difficult for me. So these are the small but big things that really made a difference in my travel experience. So here's what, because of my experience, I'm going to help you with what you need when traveling as a single parent or just traveling with a child on a whole. Of course, you will need your passport, both of you, a signed consent letter from the other parent. They may not or may ask, but be prepared. An immigration form to get on the plane, and a return flight detail where you're staying. You need to let them know where you're staying. You have to have that address for them. If you don't have that address, then there will be a lot of problems. You also need to get physical and digital copies of everything, just in case the immigration process is difficult, because trust me, it can be difficult sometimes, like my experience in Canada. So it's better to be over prepared. Now let's talk about the cost. For our Canada to Trinidad trip, we booked one-way tickets 6 months in advance for just $250 per person. That's £500 in total for both of us. About 850 Canadian dollars if you're wondering, and that's about 5,000 TT if you're wondering how much it is in TT dollars. So yes, traveling as a solo parent with a toddler, it has its challenges, but with proper planning, the right planning, it can also be an incredible bonding journey. My son and I, what a journey we have had bonding together. And so to help you well prepare with confidence, we are offering a complimentary 15-minute clarity call as a gift to you, our subscribers. If you're planning a trip, relocating, or just unsure what's required, we have got you. Click the link in the description or message us on WhatsApp today to book your free session. So my faith family, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who may be flying with a little one. Anyone that you may know that might be flying soon with a toddler. So I hope this was encouraging to you, and I hope that it was beneficial to you, and remember to walk by faith and not by sight.
Wake up.